More than 60 artists from all over Southern California have their art featured here at the All Media 2017 show at the Irvine Fine Arts Center. And what makes this show stand out even more is the medium they use is highly specialized and unique.
What makes the show really special this year is that we have a lot of site-specific works, which means works that are different depending on where in the space they're going to be installed. So an installation could be either smaller or larger depending on how much space we have. And so we have a lot of pieces this year that benefited greatly from either extra space or a unique space that we have. So it's a really great opportunity to give artists something to expand their work upon.
As far as what there is to see,
not only do we have things like drawing and painting and printmaking and more traditional kind of media, we also have installation and video and glass and fiber.
And with 687 entries, guest juror and noted artist Kim Abelies sums up what it's like to see all of the chosen submissions in real life.
I'm always having to look a little bit past the slide to see what I imagine it is based on the materials it said or the size and so on. So I was really thrilled when I walked in here and saw the high quality of the work. There was no doubt in my mind that this was really a top-notch show of artists.
And artist Kira Bowman was recognized for her top-notch piece, taking first place.
Originally came from a painting that I made that was called Reception, and it was a painting of roots growing out of the ground into a chair and then turning into a tree, but it was all with color and leaves on the tree. And then I thought, well, I want to realize this in 3 dimensions, and I made the sculpture but made it past the point of it's now deception.
Andrea Bersagalleri brings to life and finds beauty in something many, including herself, once discarded.
It's the weeds that are creeping across my yard. I'm a gardener also, and so in response to the drought situation, the plants that I had been focusing on painting were no longer capturing my attention so much as the weeds that I was fighting against. And when I slowed down and appreciated the beauty in the weed, it changed the dynamic of my studio practice altogether.
Muriel Stern, recognized for her ceramic sculptural installation, captures fluidity using the dynamics within the given wall space.
Okay, so this piece is called Domestic Flow. The domestic part is kind of a little bit obvious because it's made out of crochet, which is one of the quote-unquote domestic arts, right? And it also refers to how there are a lot of repetitive tasks that go into maintaining our daily lives, right? And there's all that effort and all that time, and where does that go? How do you keep that?
Muriel's piece also serves as a nod to her childhood.
So it's sort of supposed to look like a lot of other things, like a flow in river, or we used to go rock hunting a lot when I was a kid, fossil hunting. So it's sort of supposed to be relics of something, some sort of domestic activity.
And the rest is left to the audience for interpretation. The glass sculpture with the hourglass in the center is a delicate conversation piece.
My process in making this is very intuitive. I have no idea when I come into the studio what the piece will look like at the end of the day. I start with one piece and it tells me put something on top, put something underneath. I don't know, but I have an arsenal of glass pieces that I have found in thrift stores.
While Nancy Schreiber Smith uses clear glass for her Glass Menagerie series, Marina Joyce uses high-quality magazines to make her hair vortex come to life.
I had the idea for it, and so I started cutting hair out of magazines. And I used to own a printing company, so I'm pretty picky about my paper and printing. And so I had to buy high-end magazines with good paper, and it took me 2 years of cutting out hair, believe it or not. And then I started making it, and I didn't have enough. So I had to go on another hair hunt and get even more.
The spiral hair collage does take on another meaning to Marina as well: entanglement. With many of the creations in this show, What you see at first glance, upon further reflection, can take on another meaning. To see the All Media 2017 exhibition, head to the Irvine Fine Arts Center from now through October 28th. Admission is free. For Irvine Scene, I'm Jacqueline Twegg.